What's up, fast MMO fans? A3 Still Alive release is just around the corner, and I wanted to take a sneak peek at some of the gameplay and decide, is it worth playing? But before I give my 2 cents, let's check out the trailer.
An apocalypse awaits for a world without the protection of the goddess. Endless death and destruction, encroaching chaos. But there is still hope. The Grail of Origins, the relic that can bring back the goddess. At long last, we've arrived at the Mountain of Beginnings. Now, you will save the world with me.
Netmarble has announced that they will be bringing the popular open-world RPG A3 Still Alive over to iOS and Android for the rest of the world. It is currently out on Korea. It is available for pre-registration right now through the App Store. The App Store is also suggesting a November 10th release date, which is 9 days away. However, I had heard that it could be released as early as November 7th. The game itself is based off of A3, a popular South Korean MMORPG. It does like the blends of open world and large living found in RPGs with tension and combat of Battle Royale. This means players will have to be alert at all times, for PvP is always open. The game itself is set very much inspired by dark fantasy and thus features a post-apocalyptic world with swords and sorcery. Aside from battling against other people, players will also engage in hack and slash combat with enemies in a continuous search to find better gear. There will be several game modes to test your skills once the game does drop, which include mixtures of PvP and PvE. They include the likes of Castle Siege, Dark Presence, which I just showed you, Forte Seal, which is a 5-man dungeon right here, as well as world bosses, 100 vs 100 PvP, solo PvP, and in the 30-man Battle Royale. I will be covering some of the specifics on the game, including the pros and cons, which are strictly my opinion. In A3 Still Alive, there's 5 classes to choose from. Up first is the Berserker, yielding a large axe. You do also have a Templar who wields a hammer and a shield. There is also an Archer wielding a bow. You also have an Assassin. And lastly, a Wizard, with a last class that is expected to release later, which will not be on launch, which is this class right here. So this will not be for launch. But there is 5 classes. Each class offers their own unique play style and way of playing. They've also been given names and backstories, with some added lore. Before I get into that, I need to mention that the website and the game themselves do have slightly different names and skill descriptions and character avatars. They kind of look different. So it's a good indicator how this might end up going here. While you only get 5 classes to choose from, they do offer some versatility between melee and ranged. The downside is that this is a more hack and slash type of a game with no designated healer or tank per se. You can do dungeons together, and it does help having a good team composition. But this isn't the type of game that's going to necessarily need a healer, a tank, and 2 or 3 DPS. With that said, let's check out some dungeons that you could do solo and group. Initially, it looks like there will be 6 dungeons, which are locked behind a level requirement. They do recommend attack and defense combat power for each boss. There is a recommendation for each. And some of them have different levels, including a tower dungeon that has 55 levels, each getting harder and offering better rewards as you progress. As far as world bosses, it does look like you'll have 6 to 8 initially. They do spawn at specific times and require material to enter. These are also locked behind a level requirement to enter. Before moving in some of the PvP, I want to cover the user interface because, let's be honest here, if you haven't noticed it yet, it's fucking cluttered. Like seriously, the most cluttered UI I think I've ever seen. They have a solid 60 plus buttons to click right on the main screen. So you're getting 50% of your screen taken up by buttons to click. If this UI is what we're getting when it comes out global, then I can tell you a lot of people won't be playing the game. As far as graphics, it has potential, but as you can see upon entering dungeons and transferring from screen to screen, it does glitch out and the background has issues rendering. I know this is the KR version and not the, as you can see right here, it is KR version and not the final version. However, the KR players are spending money on this game, so it is a final product for them. This is one of the dungeons in the game that you will be able to see and showcase, and you can see the graphics and the skills firsthand. I can't imagine a lot of people are going to be playing with these graphics. While they are a little bit better than some games, there is still issues with the rendering and the background issues, as you can see on that left over there. The next issue in the game is inventory. They give you 200 initial slots, which is nice. However, the drop rates on gear is ridiculous. I mean, you can fill up 100 slots in 15 minutes from the amount of gear that drops. So I am happy about how many slots they give you, but it's kind of irrelevant when the drop rates are so dramatic. So they do definitely need to drop the drop rates. While it's nice, you can sell that stuff. It's really a pain coming back and checking your device, whether it's phone or computer, every 15 minutes and selling some of that gear just to free up some of your inventory. Next, we're going to move on to the 30-man battle royale. And before I get into the goodies and the specifics, let's check out a trailer that they have for it. Alright, so that trailer looks pretty awesome, and it gives you a little bit of an idea of how it's going to be set up. There is 4 quadrants. You have to move in, you have to kill monsters, you have to kill other players if they come across you. You can't really see a whole lot. The field of vision is a little minimal. You can see footsteps of other players nearby. You do want to kill monsters, mobs, get the holy light, heal. It is pretty fun. It is nice that you can go in with 3 people and tag team it, so it is a nice, cool aspect. You do get to choose a class before you go in as well. Everybody starts off with the same strength. It doesn't matter if somebody has, super pay to win gear on prior to going in. Everybody's going to be the same strength. So it really is set up for you picking the class that's strong for you and works for you. And then finding either if you're by yourself or with your teammates, finding a team that works well. And then just really getting good at it. I do like how you have to kill the monsters and the mobs. You get gear, you can get potions. It takes a lot of skill. And each class, there's like 7 to choose from. Each one gives you different skills. And there's different, 8 skills, but you can only choose 4. So you really have to be wise with your skill choice as well. Overall, I like the 30-man battle royale. I'm not a huge fan of the camera angle. It could be fixed a little bit, but it is a good concept for maybe them to fix down the road, or maybe even other game developers to maybe add and just tweak it to make it a little bit better. Now, you do get a wide variety of skills and passive skills for each class, so you can make yours unique to you. You also have an ally that follows you around and helps you fight. You can get a pet, and some of them have some pretty awesome outfits as well. Right here. Currently, I'm a little above 60, and the highest level in the game for Korea is 160, so you can expect to be grinding for a while in this game. There is a plethora of main storyline and side quests to do in this game. I mean, probably the most in any game that I think I've ever seen. They do have loads of mission rewards and even knowledge to gain from killing monsters, very similar to Black Desert Mobile. The big question a lot of you will have is this game pay to win? And the answer to that is this is a mobile MMO game made by Netmarble, and both of which are pay to win game and company, game genre and company. So yes, the game is going to be pay to win. I'm talking, you're going to see people with combat powers in the 10 million range after just a few months. There will be loads of purchasable items from the shop to help make some people stronger. You can expect that to be normal here. Some players will be mega whales, but that really all depends on how much people are going to spend, and there will be people that spend a lot, because there always is. What's better than beating up on players that have spent hundreds of the game? Being free to play and doing it. And that's how I roll. So the best option for me is to roll free to play. I don't care if people are too much bigger or stronger or whatever. That's why I enjoy the aspect of having that 30-man battle royale feature that they are offering. At the end of the day, if this game comes to global and it comes in the version that we have right now, it's not going to be super successful. They have to fix quite a bit of things. They have to fix the inventory. They have to fix the UI. You also can't change your camera angle as is right now. The cutscenes and the cinematics are very nice. The 100-man PvP and the Battle Royale and all the PvP aspects they have is nice. They have way too much UI issues right here, as you can see. It's just way too much. Way too many side quests to be doing. I mean, you're talking every town has like 50 side quests, and it's just way too much. You are just severely overwhelmed. So there's a lot of stuff that is nice. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. And if we get the game as is, it won't even push 1 million downloads on the Play Store, on the Android Play Store. I feel like they have pre-registration going on right now, and the more people that pre-register, the bigger the rewards are going to be, and there's a chance to get an iPhone and maybe some other goodies as well. I did try to do it. You can try to claim your rewards right away, so even if you aren't going to be spending money on the game or even playing the game, go over and pre-register. There's an iPad, there's iPhones up for grabs. I will put that in the description down below as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know the deal. If you've enjoyed the video, smash that like button on your way out. And with that being said, I will see you next time.